Am I doing the SpongeBob review? Huh, I never knew. I'm just kidding, yes I did. Alright, hey everyone, I am 22 Tiger Dude, and I'm here to bring you my review for a SpongeBob episode, Restraining SpongeBob. Yes, when you hear that title, you know what it's about. Someone restrains SpongeBob. Like gives him a restraining order on them. And who is that person exactly? Is it Squidward, Patrick, Sandy, Mr. Krabs, Mrs. Puff? Ding ding ding, it's Squidward if you got it right. Obviously, it's gonna be Squidward. I can't really picture Sandy putting a restraining order on her, even though SpongeBob does annoy her sometimes. And definitely not Patrick, so it's gotta be Squidward. Alright, so I pretty much just told you what the plot is about, but the episode is about when Squidward, he's fed up with SpongeBob once again, and he is so fed up with SpongeBob that he is willing to put a restraining order on him. Alright, now when you hear the word restrain, you're just like, okay. Now, I'll be honest, I was a bit skeptical when I heard about this episode. Okay, first of all, when you hear words like restrain, it seems to be like a more mature theme, like you don't really see episodes in a kids show where a character restrains another character or any of that stuff. So I was surprised that the writers would actually go along with an episode like this, but it wasn't that bad actually. It actually kind of worked even for a kids show, because restraining order really isn't topics used for kids shows. So yeah. Okay, I'll be honest with you guys though. I was not a huge fan of this episode. It wasn't good, but it also wasn't terrible either. Let me just explain it myself first. The episode is pretty much the second worst season 8 episode, right next to Squidward's School for Grown-Ups, which is obviously the #1 worst episode. But saying it's the second worst episode, while it does sound bad, it's not really bad because I don't really give this episode a bad score at all. But I'm not also saying I'm giving it a perfect score either, if that's what you're thinking. But I don't know. This episode, it's okay. It has its moments. I did laugh at some parts, like those 3 dudes you saw in the beginning of my review. Those 3 dudes happen to be Squidward's lawyers, and they were the guys explaining to SpongeBob what a restraining order is, because SpongeBob asked Squidward, what's a restraining order? So then once SpongeBob asked that question, that's when those 3 guys you saw right now come in and they explain everything to SpongeBob about what a restraining order is, and if he breaks whatever rule is in Squidward's restraining order, then he's gonna get into court, go to jail or something like that, just kind of a law thing. So SpongeBob has to make sure he's far apart from Squidward as possible. But then things backfire when Patrick ends up being the one bugging Squidward, who happens to bug Squidward twice as more than SpongeBob. So Squidward, in a way, regrets restraining SpongeBob because he actually wants to restrain Patrick more. So yeah, Patrick comes along while SpongeBob has to stay away from Squidward and can't get anywhere near him or anything. But like I said, the episode does have its moments. The theme of the episode's pretty cool. Maybe not a theme really used in these shows, but it's pretty cool. It's okay. It's an okay storyline. It's not bad. And yeah. And then it has its annoying moments too. SpongeBob was getting on my nerves. He kind of gave me a headache, but not as much as Patrick. Patrick was, oh my gosh, really annoying in this episode. He was twice as more annoying than SpongeBob. Patrick, he gave me the headache here. And I know Patrick is stupid. I get that. And most of the time his stupidity is hilarious. But here it was just ridiculous. Like the way he was following Squidward was just awkward and creepy. and then just how he bugs Squidward, it just annoyed me. It really got on my nerves. So Patrick, he was funny in a few parts. Maybe a few of the lines he said was funny, but for the most part, I just I just really couldn't take Patrick that much in that episode. He just did get on my nerves. He really did. So yeah, and then the ending comes, and then Squidward and Patrick, they get into a fight uh, at the end of the episode. And then SpongeBob knows about Squidward's restraining order. And if you don't want to know about this, just go ahead and skip. I don't, whatever seconds you want to skip. But SpongeBob, he wanted to stop the fight, but he had to figure a way to stop the fight without him touching Squidward because he know that'll break the restraining order. But then SpongeBob, he rather go to jail, so he had to do what he had to do. He had to break the fight between Squidward and Patrick. And then the twist comes, which I actually saw coming. I knew it was coming. Sorry if you guys don't want me to spoil the twist for you. There you go. But I saw it's coming anyways. Squidward decides to release the restraining order from SpongeBob, and SpongeBob is now free from the restraining order. He doesn't have to worry about it anymore. But then the twist comes, and it turns out that Squidward now puts the restraining order on Patrick. That's right. At the very end of the episode, he goes from restraining SpongeBob to restraining Patrick. So he now restrains Patrick, and then the episode ends with Patrick just laughing weird, like, oh. Sorry if I look kind of possessed here, but that's how Patrick left at the end of the episode, and it was just plain creepy. Alright, so I'm not really a fan of this episode. Like I said, it's not bad, it's not good, but it's okay. If you guys do, I know some people hate this episode though, and if you're one of those people that do not like this episode, then I can understand why, but to me, it wasn't terrible. Maybe not maybe an episode I could watch over and over again, but maybe if they showed on Nickelodeon again and there's nothing better on television to watch again, then maybe I could watch this episode again from there. Because maybe it's not an episode worth watching over and over again, but it is an episode that I can actually stand watching, despite the fact that Patrick does give me a headache through the episode. So, oh yeah. Okay, you guys, well that's it for my review. I am 22 Tiger Dude. Please subscribe to me, like this video, share this video, comment below, and let me know what you think of the episode Restraining SpongeBob. Did you hate it, like it, love it, find it okay? Please let me know. And I'm going to give Restraining SpongeBob a 6.5 out of 10. Goodbye, everyone.